was looking for the good in a fire that burned my house down. Was a light that led the way from my cold and lonely hometown. But now I'm growing up, I see anew by starlight. The monster in the embers will not be stopped by night. So I turn to lonely flight. By the light on my bridge is burning, I will cast aside my name. There's nothing left to hold me here in the last kingdom of my shame. And though I hear your chanting of die, 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 I will be your son no more. You don't deserve to have me try. Knives in the land where empire started, in the graveyard of the future, where the island soul departed, and your father told you lies about where to find your heartbeat. So you play the game of progress, where there's only win or cheat. I'll embrace my first defeat. By the light of my bridge is burning, I will cast aside my name. There's nothing left to hold me here in the last kingdom of my shame. And though I hear your chanting of die, 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 I will be your son no more. You don't deserve to have me try. Still burning, I will wait beside the flames to make sure that there's nothing left of these old and bloody games. And every twisted empire that fell in ages past proves time's final whisper. Let all dominion fall to ash. By the light on my bridge is burning, I will cast aside my name. There's nothing left to hold me here in the last kingdom of my shame. And though I hear your chanting of die, 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 I will be your son no more. You don't deserve to have me try. Hello everyone, let's go. Welcome to Xenosaga 3, which we're going to be playing every Sunday until it's done, which is hopefully going to be less than 4 months from now. We're bang on schedule for playing through the entirety of Xenosaga in a year. Hey Morris, how's it going? I think that shade box isn't supposed to be across the bottom of the screen. Maybe it is. Across the, like, here. The lower half of the screen. You can already see that, like... Love that Thussy. Who's that? Is that Chaos? I think that's Chaos. That's Baby Chaos. Is it? No, it's not. It's... Oh, I know who that is. I do know where that pendant ends up. That's maybe the most important part of this. She got noticed. Senpai, notice me. Oh dear. I think I know who that is as well. But again, holding my peace on that one.
Looks like things are going smoothly. You're as friendly as ever. Well, you sure are pulling out.
Didn't we find this location in Elden Ring at some point?
This thing?
The space-time anomaly 15 years ago took place in an incomplete fashion. We must correct the
I
error.
have once again become massively yawny the moment I put on my headset.
So, you're one scary guy. See the look on her face when she finally knows everything. So, this is our... She smells good.
Don't be creepy, Blue
Fallen in
Testament.
love already.
It's a fascinating combination of like aesthetics in the Testament outfits. It's like Plague Doctor and evil cleric. What is this? Oh, and by the way, it's Star Wars now. There are actually far more pertinent influences than that I'm not terribly fluent in.
Miyuki, you didn't tell me that they had macrophages deployed. What the hell have you been doing? Take it easy. I checked it out the best I could. It's not my fault. Look, Shion, 3 more interceptors just to...
Yeah, I can imagine there's Macross in this.
Then concentrate on supporting me instead of making excuses.
Also, like, this fucking rules as an intro to the game. Let's not mince any words about this. This fucking rules.
You two make a fine pair.
Doctus.
Also, they introduced this lady
Got it?
for the older lesbians. I don't really know what Doctor's deal is. Also, I feel like they shouldn't be firing those weapons in this city, because, like, there are people around, I assume. Video games, now with added screen shake.
That was incredible, Kanan. The way you maneuvered that Ames was unbelievable.
And we get Mizuki as more of a character in this.
That kind of thing, Miyuki. Has
Miyuki,
anything come up
not
on the
Mizuki.
scanner yet?
I hope you understand what we're after poses a considerable threat to Vector. I'd appreciate you taking the situation more seriously.
Exactly. I don't care if you get yourself killed. Just don't take us down with you.
All right, fine. Why is everyone picking on me?
Because you were being a dork, Miyuki. Love you dearly, though, I still do.
Well, is this it, Miyuki? Confirming coordinates. Yep, perfect. No doubt about it. This is Vector's S-line division. Then the top secret data we want is just ahead.
I'll handle backup. You three take care of the rest.
Let's go.
You're not gonna help, Doctus? Don't depend on others to do everything for you.
Usus magister est optimus.
I don't think that's real Latin. Maybe it is. Anyway, it's Arknights, because there's a character running around called Doctors.
I want to be as far from here as possible.
I know.
Database time. So this is all the does that give us an indication of her age? So this is a fully hyperlinked like plot database that presumably I should actually like read through. Scientia met Xenosaga 6 months ago. Right, I think some of that is referring to stuff that happened in material that covers the gap between the games. Her body is a remote control type android. Good grief. Maybe that's real Latin. Miyuki! System program of Vector. She's extremely cheerful. Also, she makes Shion's weapons. Right, I'm not going through the whole thing on stream because that would be extremely tedious. Yeah, I can't process all that information even at the best of times, and reading it on stream is not the way to produce riveting content. I will try to remember when there's something I don't understand about the plot to look it up in the database, but I will probably fail. Let's go! Needlessly large doors. Tutorial on blowing things up. I don't quite know what to make of the glow effects. I feel like maybe there's an emulation thing that's not quite working properly. But on the other hand, it's quite aesthetic. Need to get each key plate into the correct socket in order to discard. Okay. I think what I need to do. Yes. Jolly good. I feel like this isn't massively effective security. Also, I really love that Shion is just straight up a fucking special agent now. Which segment is this? 8, okay. I like that her run animation has changed, right? This is a much more like the run of somebody who does athletic stuff, whereas she had an anime girl run in the first 2 games. Yeah, signifies the passage of time. Blue, white, red, yellow. Okay. Oh my god. Blue. White. Oh, I could have got red on the same thing. Red. And yellow. Before we do that, there was a staircase. Just out here on the right. Where does this go? These look like they might be destroyable. Are these destroyable? Analyze ball. I don't think I will analyze balls, thank you very much. I know quite enough about balls already. I wasn't expecting this to be quite such a long passageway. I like the tokens for different item drops. Did that just loop all the way around? Is that what that was? Huh, okay. Listen, I've just gone through 3 months of pretty dramatic changes to reduce the amount of balls in my life, Morris. Hydration check. That's a blowable uppable over there. I think a certain amount of showing off is going on the part of the developers. Look at what we can build in our engine now. That sort of thing. Oh, combat. Right up here. This is just something I can blow up. Then I wish you well of it, Mohop. Charge!
Don't underestimate me.
Characters in order and enemy icons. Okay. BMOG enemy types. Cool. So it doesn't have the built-in combo system that the last game did, at least not from the start. So I might have a slightly easier time of playing it. We'll have to see. Oh, Stanford Encyclopedia drive-by. 1 second. Let's get that out of the way. I have a toggle for that now. That's not it. That's it. Plato. By the way, the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy is completely free. If you ever want to look up like detailed stuff on a philosopher, which, you know, God forbid you do, but if you ever do, you can just load it up. Where are we? It's there. Random entry. Structuralism in the philosophy of mathematics. Okay. So, I actually know some things about this. Let's just take a shot. I hear a lot about Hilary Putnam, who's a big maths and philosophy guy. but also none of it's ever stuck with me because he's a big maths and philosophy guy, and therefore most of his work is beyond me. But like, I should hide that. See, I don't know if I can tell you about the relationship between contemporary structuralism about maths and Pythagoreanism. I'd believe it. I'd believe that there was a debt there. But I don't know enough about the actual historical Pythagoreans. But structuralism about mathematics. Boost text to finish strikes. Boost increases characters' number of turns at the cost of 1 unit boost count. Which is in the top right this time. Hold down R1 or R2. You can also consume boost to do special attacks. Attack type special attacks gain levels after multiple uses. Oh boy. If you finish off an enemy with a special attack, a finish strike will appear. Okay, so I want to try to keep boost for that. Thank you, Morris, but I don't ever know the lore of Souls games, so I can't really infer anything from that. But I will say this. If I go... Hang on. Oh, that takes 2 boost. Great, okay. What about Miyuki? You don't have any special attacks. Okay. Structuralism about mathematics is the idea that well, fundamentally, it's the idea that maths is the study of structures rather than objects. So for the structuralist about mathematics, there are, numbers are not fundamental aspects of mathematics. The fundamental aspects of mathematics are really the operations that you do on those numbers and the relationships that exist between them. A number is effectively just a node in a network of ideas. And it's a... it's an abstractionist. What have I got lower ether? I do have Medica. Okay, it's good to know. It's an abstractivist. The back attacks, and he's go 10. You get more crits. Cool. No, back to attack. Can Kanan do a special attack? No. Okay. But boost carries over, so I can do that on the next turn. Owie. I like that Miyuki is using Shion's weapon from the first game. That's a nice touch. Well, the model is Shion's weapon from the first game. So the goal of the structuralist about mathematics is always going to be to... Nice. No, she isn't. Although, shout out to the most effective political assassination of all time. Hi! Welcome to the stream. Things are happening. And now we're in a late game. Fucking. What does this remind me of? I want to say my first instinct was FF10-2, but it's not really FF10-2. Fucking hopscotch level. I should turn that off. There's a chest over there. Let's go and get the chest. And there might be something behind this as well. Update file 01. Express network. So military was destroyed. Gnosis phenomena is accelerating. Planetary cities attacked by Gnosis. Local Gnosis phenomena observed multiple damage to a specific urban area. Gnosis terrorism. So Junior and Jin are working for Yuli Mizrahi. Jin encountered Nephilim. That put them in touch with Scientia. So Nephilim has been brought back to the subcommittee. She's a Realian. The Lemageton fragments. I can't ever see Lemageton without thinking it's just like a short pronunciation for let me get on. Like someone's trying to board a bus or something. Digital Xenosaga has more characters to eat the characters. Also, maybe I should play that. Maybe I shouldn't. Series of attacks being caused by a man named Grimoire. Gnosis under Grimoire's control. Attack the contact security lab. Right, so this all happened in another game. Or maybe in the TV show? Which I haven't watched. God, Nocturne has left me really not wanting to go back to that whole design philosophy. I really didn't have a good time with that. This looks like it might be a way forward, actually. I think if I was going to play another SMT, Strange Journey is probably the one I want to look at. Why is this here, video game? I hope the flickering isn't too bad on your end, folks. Oh, surprise! Right, I have some boost. Let's try Shion's special attack. It's mostly good against B-type enemies, but we'll see. Zex is 6, Elf is 11. Let's try it on the 11. Nice. I couldn't possibly comment on any resemblance to penis mosaics, Mohop. I'm sure you'd love me to, but I really can't. Press the switch, Shion. Thank you. Ah, I see. It was only temporarily a dead end. Now I have to walk back through all this stuff. It's this way. Actually, the I just realized what this is reminding me of. And it's the Fall Guys the Fall Guys round that's like a bunch of hexagon tiles. And when you stand on them, they collapse. Also, I have very seldom seen Pixiv art of naked anime characters ever. It is true. Also, if I was looking at them on Pixiv, they'd be unlikely to have penises. Oh, I see what you mean by mosaic. You mean like mosaic blur effects. Which paths was that? There's one over there. There's another one back here somewhere, maybe? Where's the other one? There, possibly. Oh, God. I think I can see how to get here now. This level is so big! You can tell we're into the later PS2 now. Just because we can make levels this big, let's do it. More friends.
This could be bad.
Uh-oh, this could be bad. Could this be bad? Who said that? Should we get rid of you? Owie! Please don't do that. And I should probably pop in that there menu and heal quickly. I wonder if healing is any better in this game. That looks promising. What's in the box? Revive M. Nice. Okay, so that's a shortcut. Is there a second one? Is that a shortcut, or is that just letting me into the last part of this? Okay, no, I have already gone this way. So I think now I go this way. Oh, I didn't actually finish the point about structuralism and abstraction. So the goal in structuralism is to come to the most abstract form of truth possible. It's sort of, you can relate it to Platonism. It's got that same ambition to get away from the concrete, because the concrete is untrustworthy. I think I've missed a section. Rather annoyingly. I think I did actually need to go all the way around that pillar in the middle. Yes. Yes, I did. Goddamn. Is this the right way? No. I need to go back over the red panels. Because there's undestroyed level furniture. And we can't have that. I'm having a problem with these hexagons where it's quite difficult to tell exactly where the bounding boxes are. I keep rubbing Shion's face on invisible walls. But the thing with mathematicians wanting increasing abstraction is it's fundamentally authoritarian. This is Shion. Bonk. Because it's always about giving those in power excuses to overrule and ignore lived experience. You know, fundamentally, the reason Plato wants to validate the theory of the forms is that did that die? It did die. Nice. Is that if you have a theory of forms where knowledge is a higher pursuit of only an intellectual elite, and you want to rule the world according to that theory, govern society according to that theory, that means that the small clique of experts has to be in charge of everything. And we still see to this day that small cliques of experts come up with arguments constantly for why they should be in charge of everything. It's just that these days we call them economists. And they are every bit as much charlatans as... fuck, which way is it? I think it is this way. As were the Greek philosophers arguing that philosophers should be kings. In much the same way, like, the capitalist idea of the market is... it's the same kind of abstractive move. I like the sense of depth that this scene has. Especially this final ascent. The way the camera is moving. Long ago I was planning as a big part of the side project I was working on for the original run of DGC that was about games from kind of the period just after this, the Gen 7 period. I was planning this kind of critical project. That doesn't look good. And a big part of that project was going to be an analysis of how games like this that brought in
It'll only take 3 minutes.
well, that was helpful. It didn't actually give me any control there. Traps initiative. You enter a battle with a traps in effect. You will use a boost bonus. If you're saying you are the current track, you have an initiative at the start of the battle. Okay. So it's just like you can manufacture back attacks. That's good to know. Attack. This is Shion. I do want to keep using those boost attacks rather than just hoarding my boost all the time because I want the extra XP and FP, whatever FP are. That was nice and simple. But yeah, I was planning to do a huge study of like... No. Cool, I can back attack those. Nice. Particularly how camera moves work in these games where ow. You know, after the PS1 and after the kind of pre-rendered backgrounds era, which actually, like, there's a lot of clever camera placement in how those games are designed.
Here I go.
Hey doll, thanks for coming by. How's it going? But particularly once the environments get... Oh, it was too early. Get to be fully 3D. What gets done with the cameras gets really interesting. That move's really annoying, and I'd like you to stop doing it.
Good job.
All quality assessments of art are relative to some purpose. There is no absolute quality to art that you could be appealing to right now. Anyway, all of that is to say that that last room with the hexagons was a really great demonstration of that point about how camera movement, where it's scripted, can really make a space more evocative. This room isn't quite as good, because as I came out of the center, if we go back, let me just actually demonstrate what I'm talking about. The camera work down here is a little bit flat. If the camera had gone a little lower so that we got that the far exit as a kind of altar space in the background, that last move would have been much more evocative. Yeah, it's fair enough. But also shapes are hard. Fuck shapes. Oh, that's a screen though. Fuck. I love when a JRPG knows what it's doing with a camera position and a backdrop. Shades of that that absolutely wonderful one-off screen that made no sense in
Second Milshire main server room ahead. Access to the main server is...
why do I have so many traps? What's the game I'm thinking about?
Disengaging secondary security.
The X360 game, Last Remnant. That's the one. Oh, this is so good. Fuck. The way that we're making like huge, like, I guess technically cyber structures appear in the distance. This fucking rules.
Disengaging secondary security.
Yes, look at that. Make it bigger.
Disengaging primary...
Okay. Now what do I do? Do I poke this terminal again?
Logging into the main server.
Ah, yes. Like, on the one hand, obviously, like, this is the thing that's had the most resources put into it because it's the opening of the game, and you always invest most in the opening of the game. On the other, fuck. The game's starting this big. Motherfucking cubes, Morris! Let's access it through this convenient terminal. Why are the fucking context-sensitive areas for the action button so finicky? Oh, and that's big, too. I'm dealing with a space so large that it would be naturally buoyant.
Miyuki, keep watch.
If it was underground.
Kanan, please start the data backup.
I'm already on it. Don't screw up, now that we've made it this far.
Kanan seems meaner than he did in the first game.
But will this really expose Vector's crime?
Miyuki, do you understand what this UMN really is?
It's a wide area network system or something, right?
A wide area
But,
information network system with non-local connections. Its characteristics enable warp travel and light speed communication.
An exemplary answer. But do you think that's really all there is to it?
Oh.
What do you mean?
A wide area network that connects our star cluster. But who built it and when? Who established the gate jump columns? For that matter, what division of Vector even handles the base theory development? Exactly. No one knows, because no one established
It was
or built
always
it. It was
there.
already there. We just use it as if we invented it.
That's nothing more than your own conjecture. I'll give you credit for your vivid imagination, but you have no proof.
Presumably, Kanan, we are here to get
He's right.
proof?
Don't you?
I hope so. If I'm wrong,
Also, we
need
did
to
see
make
in the
sure.
first game a
we need
prequel
to
where
know
we
what
found a
they're trying to
Zohar like
accomplish with the UMN,
4,000 years before present day.
what their ultimate goal is.
They're not very phallic, Steles.
Something? I've told you time.
Well, there's a strange fluctuation. It started about 300 seconds ago. I think someone or something.
Is it a pursuit craft?
No. There hasn't been any physical contact, and there's no sign that our jamming of the surveillance network has been broken. Someone's watching.
Studying us?
I think they're holographic towers.
There's no way for me to tell.
How's that data coming?
Just a little more.
Hurry. It's dangerous.
That one certainly looks dangerous. I think I fought that in one of the story modes in Distance.
Shion, I think it's a little too late for that now.
Yeah, I think. I don't specifically remember get equipped with Invincible Tower. When was that? Hey, Lex. Explanation of brake and target control. Okay. Beneath each character's name is their brake gauge, and the character's hit by attacks, brake damage accumulates, and the gauge hits. Oof. Okay. Is that information going to be available? Oh, so there's an aggro mechanic. Fascinating. That looked reasonable. Did a lot of break damage though. Who's got heat ether? Single small lightning attack and medium break attack. Let's give that a try. Bzzzt. Nice. Okay. I don't know if I want to use this again now. It's better damage than anything else I can do, but it's already broken. Maybe I want to save this. I'll save it for now. Let's try this. Oh, nice. You got text? Nice. Let's bring Kanan in for one more attack. Should save that because it builds break. Nice. Are you now unbroken? You are. I wonder if I can break it again. Not quite, looks like. This might do it though. No, not quite. There, that was gross. It feels like it's gonna break, like, immediately I poke it. Yes. Cool. How are we doing? Thank you for that one, Mahop. I wish I could see how much HP that was, because I definitely want to try to end with the special, but if I'm going to do that, then I probably want to do it on the next turn. Should I? Let's bring Shion in on a boost turn. This won't do as much damage as it has been. Where are we? But this is the second time I've used this. Oh, it wasn't quite enough. Damn it. And I can't get back to the special attack. Dang. I hope I don't need to be saving MP for anything. That went okay, though. Ooh! My first medic at all, already, at the end of the tutorial level. I don't think Miyuki's going to be in the party very much. I might be wrong. Those are Gnosis. What the fuck are they doing here? Those are like late game Gnosis.
My name's Kanan. should remember that by now.
She should remember that, but she doesn't
Sorry,
care.
Didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I don't waste brain power on trivial things.
This is gonna be a little bumpy. Hold on tight. Wait, what? Shion?
Let the woman get into her seat, Shion. So I thought we were in, like, a virtual space there? But I guess not, unless we've been in virtual space the whole time. Also, is that the kid from the intro? I've already forgotten what he looked like.
Don't you? Miyuki, hurry up, disconnect now!
It's not Darling in the Franxx. Darling in the Franxx was much too straight to be Xenosaga. Anyway, meet real world Shion, who is wearing a bikini, and we start with a butt shot, because of course we do. It's a cute bikini though, even if, like, I don't think that would stay up.
That one was a little too close for comfort.
Are you alright, Shion? Whoa, you look pretty sexy.
Miyuki, you're starting to sound like a dirty old man.
Miyuki gay as heck for Shion, of course.
Well, we completed our mission.
Although someone made it more complicated than it should have been.
Oh, come on, Shion. I promise it won't happen again.
Anyway, how's the data? Don't tell me we lost it in the end.
I think it's an emulator bug.
The backup completed with 0.002 nanoseconds to...
Good.
Not bad. Former chief, you and your brother are both good.
The translation method was sloppy and a bit lagging, but thanks to you, we made it.
I'm going to start analyzing the backed up data. I'll let you know if I find anything, along with that.
Thanks.
Start the data transfer, Realia.
It's Kanan. You seem to have a defect in your memory.
Errare humanum est.
Ah, so that's the other Latin line that was mentioned in her data file.
Shion? You
Poor
weren't mad,
Miyuki.
are you?
No, everything turned out all right. I don't make a habit of fussing.
I don't make a habit of fussing over details, says most fanatically detail-oriented workaholic in the entire setting.
No,
Sure.
I'm sending you text on basic structure later, and I want you to answer them.
Aw, again?
Your method is unable to adapt to the language because you skipped the basics during assembly.
Yes, ma'am. Shion, is what we are doing really okay?
You're asking me now? You're the one who demanded we let you help.
I mean, well, what we're doing is a crime.
Miyuki also needs to read some textbooks on the difference between
Yes, but that was
crime
before
and
the Gnosis
immorality.
terrorism. We know that the Gnosis phenomenon is symbiotically linked to the UMN. So the UMN, as it stands now, is dangerous.
Listen, Shion is as valid as it comes. I am fully on board the Shion train.
Just like Doc 2 said, Gnosis may not have been called by Professor Mizrahi and the UTIC organization or even the immigrant fleet, but rather Vector, the constructor of the UMN. If that's true, there may be an ulterior motive in Cosmos' development as well.
Is that why you're having Scientia investigate the Miltian conflict?
And there's how it relates to
Father
Shion's
been
girlfriend.
involved?
I don't know for certain, but I think someone has to do something, and I don't want Cosmos to suffer.
Shion, you still can't forget about her? You quit the company without any hesitation, so I thought you'd be over it by now.
Miyuki, you do not understand pining, which is hilarious given how much of it you're doing. Where are we? It's that one.
Anyway, if there's any developments over
Yeah,
there,
also,
I'll
they
let you know.
pronounce it Scientia, which I guess is a product of the localization
You're in more
process.
danger than the rest of us since you are where you are.
Sukientia.
Oh, Shion, stop trying to scare
Nephilim, you're still...
Nephilim is not still here.
That's happening a lot lately. I wonder if I'm just worn out.
I guess those are supposed to indicate headaches. I remember them coming up later, but I can't remember how or why. But we're at the beach. It's the beach. Actually, I wanted to check something. We can have the first game outfit back. Anything over here? The absolutely classic 3D PS2 RPG experience of not being able to spin the camera around, so you have to walk all the way back around the camera side of the area to see how big it is and whether there's anything to pick up. Which, of course, there often is. I wonder if I'm just one out. She's... Oh, yeah. Donk. A medkit M. It's hardly the only JRPG that starts at a beach. We could also cite FF10. I wonder why this is here. I'm sure that will be significant later. I think the game wall is here. Yes. The Vector outfit, by the way, is a reward for having Xenosaga 2 data on your memory card. Which I'm pleased to say my emulator can handle. Oh, it's a very pretty beach. I love the level of detail on that cliff in the background. Like, that's real good. I think where I need to go is over here somewhere. Maybe? Maybe not. Oh god, oh. Somebody put 100 gold in a coconut. And an analyze ball. Do I need to blow up more trees? Listen, we live in a world of JPEG supremacy. For better or worse. Any more? Can't tap that one. This looks like where I came from. I guess it is not. Yes, it is. I'm missing something. Is it just this path? Might just be that path. Yes, there we go. Home sweet home. That's fascinating. The fact that she doesn't check her incoming mail on her portable. Open the mail. What do we got? Oh, it's him.
I guess it's been a while, Chief.
Go away, Alan. Nobody cares.
Actually, this is pretty difficult to tell you, but at a staff meeting a few days ago, they officially decided to cancel First Division's Cosmos development project.
Gasp! Cosmos has been cancelled. And as is typical for cases of cancellation, it's not woke lefty children doing it, it's the military-industrial complex.
But the military is going to oversee, so the Cosmos unit development will come to a close at the end of this month. Togashi
Behold,
and I had
an
the
inciting
good fortune of
incident.
Being transferred to the military. The decision was sudden, so we're all scrambling to organize the data we've. Though all of us are pretty down since you've left.
Shut up, Alan. Nobody cares. I don't like
So,
you.
Now I'm on 5th Jerusalem, where the project is being transferred to. Would you like to come and visit us? Everyone misses you. I'm sure even Cosmos. Well, she's antisocial as usual, so
I don't know what just happened to the lighting.
I'll await your answer. I hope to see you soon, Chief. Our flower of First Division.
Alan
Well,
desperately trying to
you
shoot
certainly
his
learned how to
shoot
talk
his shot.
smooth. I can't believe it's been 6 months already.
Flashback time. I will try to sort out the.
Wait, calm down. Please tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Weren't you listening to what I just said?
I was listening. I
Alan
heard
knows
what you said,
nothing
but
of listening.
upper management has yet to make a decision.
I can't just stay on.
Yeah, I'll try to sort that out for
After
next
causing
time.
An incident like that.
You mean the Gnosis terrorism, right? It was that Grimoire
Mhm.
guy who caused it. There's no reason for you to take responsibility for it.
So this is all stuff that happened in the, I think in the anime.
Cosmos will be sealed and placed under observation, and I'm responsible for it. It may be irresponsible to leave in the middle of development, but I can't stay at Vector.
I'm going to go and become a terrorist instead.
She's only being sealed temporarily, and... Wait, Chief.
Alan could not read the writing on the wall.
Alan, please.
Please, give it a second thought.
Shut the fuck up, Alan.
I'm sorry.
Chief.
A female form?
Yes. Since ancient times, women always healed people's hearts and granted them hope.
But there've been a lot of men who were healers, too.
Historical records have
Kevin
always
bringing
been
the power of
devoted
gender
to the
essentialism
view.
to the development of Cosmos.
And besides, men are creatures capable of nothing but destruction and conquest.
Oh really,
It's
man?
important to choose a female form when it's going to be a creator or protector.
Fucking dingus.
Did I say something strange?
No, it's just funny to see you with a gentle expression while
Really?
Why did you decide to make Cosmos, Kevin? Is it to protect...
So the interesting thing is that Saga wasn't much involved in writing this one. She got yanked from the project before Takahashi did.
It's true that Gnosis are a grave threat to mankind's existence. So wanting to protect people from that threat is part of it. But more than that, there's something much stronger inside.
Stronger?
Also, I don't think calling her a housewife is very fair, given that she was a game developer.
Everything exists for a reason. If the Gnosis represents a truth we haven't known before, then
The truth about Gnosis.
Oh, my bum. Anyway, if you've forgotten who Kevin was because he was barely mentioned at all in the second game,
to saving this universe.
he was in charge of the Cosmos project when Shion joined it as an intern,
I know you can do it, Kevin.
and was killed when Cosmos woke up prematurely and started murdering everybody.
And you'll find...
Also, he and Shion dated.
It's my fault. Everything is unfinished.
And she never really got closure on that because he got killed.
I can't go on leaving things unfinished like this. I have to go see Cosmos.
I'm not sure I trust either Takahashi or Saga to run a household, to be honest. Even jointly. Oh, it's going to be this guy. Talking to a testament, no less.
It appears part of the S-Line division data leaked.
It's her handiwork. It seems she's working very hard.
The leak includes information about that program.
It doesn't matter. They have
Watch
the
them
power.
avoid every possible
They
proper
think
noun.
their cage is the entire world, and they believe they can change it.
So
Let's
Wilhelm
just
thinks he's
watch over
Plato.
them for a
Great.
while. But enough of that. How did things go at Renlu Chateau? Is it?
Everything is proceeding as planned. The transport
Is there a
to Fifth
cathedral at
Jerusalem
Rennes
is
Chateau
complete. We're
in the
ready
real
for
world? I
Do
forget.
you intend to leave that location as is?
Yes. Ormus needs a sign that they can see with their own eyes. As long as they have their proof, they will continue to sacrifice themselves to protect their idol. For that is the source of their hope. There isn't much time left for her as well.
I'm really, really bad at re-identifying voices.
This time.
They all just sound like Americans to me.
I understand. I will tend to her myself.
She emits good wavelength, just as you said.
Thank you.
Did he just fucking wangy Shion?
Save the game?
Prologue complete. And now it's Yuli time.
Yes, this battle resulted in the destruction of the 87th Division fleet. Now the Mictum system has, for all practical purposes, fallen under Ormus control.
And so, history repeats itself. It's the exact same situation as 100 years ago.
Wait, what happened 100 years ago? All the past events that I know of in the backstory of this game are more recent than that, or much, much more distant.
As long as people have self-preservation instincts, there will always be conflicts. The consciousness that makes us who we are is an inseparable part of life. Only death awaits people who abandon their human nature.
The fuck are you talking about, Helmer?
So everything is dictated by the laws of nature? That does sound like you, Helmer.
Morris, why do you have to keep bringing up Mingin at every possible opportunity?
But even that is in danger of being destroyed by the Gnosis, if things continue on like this.
That's what the Zohar project is for. I hear that the tactical warship Merkaba is already complete.
So remember that in the first game, the last level was a place
According
called
to the
Proto
remaining
Merkaba.
fragments of the Y data, the Merkaba, just like the Proto Merkaba, is a device, and Dimitri decided to turn it into a weapon. When Albedo obtained the Y data from Momo's subconscious domain, Dimitri obtained it as well by some unknown method.
That bastard Dimitri. Who would have thought he would use Joachim's
Thought Min should be the
doctrine?
last thing on Earth to enrapture you, Morris.
This must be hard on you.
I'm more worried about how Momo would feel if she learned about this.
Well, she's definitely going to learn about it then,
Can't
isn't
bear to
she?
see herself.
You're a good mother.
Well, I'm trying.
I'm sorry, but I will need you to keep an eye on Dimitri a little while longer.
Isn't this sort of job your specialty?
Perhaps in the past. Now I'm the Miltian representative. I can't make any moves out in the open. Just restraining the Salvatore faction in Parliament keeps my hands full.
You have my sympathy.
I wonder what the Salvatore faction is.
I'm busy.
Oh, it's him.
Kanan. No, it's fine. Have you found any information about the object?
Oh,
This is what it looks like under the UMN resonating telescope at maximum magnification.
it's an island in the sky.
According to the information we obtained unofficially from Vector, this object is called Rennes-le-Château.
It bothers me so much that they're all mispronouncing the le in Rennes-le-Château. It's like Rennes-le-Château.
There's no way to prove this, but apparently it's a land that
Angel
belonged
Island.
to Lost Jerusalem.
Even if, as you say, this is in fact a relic of lost Jerusalem, why has it appeared now?
There is also a record of an unusual number of Gnosis appearing in that region of space. Ormus appears interested in it as well. There's likely to be some connection. The only way to obtain
It's the
more
floating
data
continent.
is to
How
make
many games can we reference here? It's FF4 as well, and FF3. Is there a floating continent in FF4 actually? I forget.
about assembling an expedition team.
I've already commissioned the Kukai Foundation. This isn't public due to the number of Ormus members in the military and parliament.
A wise decision.
It actually does really look like one of the discoveries
Was
in
Shion doing well?
She's, though I'm
in
not
Skies.
sure if I approve of her new associates.
Scientia. Their technical skills are impressive. Vector has been acting suspiciously since the Gnosis terrorism. We'll use anything we can in order to find...
Vector's been acting suspiciously since before the Gnosis terrorism, Yuli.
It must be difficult for you since you were born at Vector, but there's no one else I can ask.
That's right, FF4 has the moon.
I'm currently under the jurisdiction of the Miltian government, and I've also received orders from Representative Helmer to cooperate with you. Do not worry about me.
Thank you.
And it's the Durandal. Lamau at the captions thinking Durandal was door handle. Good stuff. We shall refer to it as such from now on.
The Parliament and the military both have their hands full.
I like Junior getting relegated to a half-size screen. That's good.
And we can't ignore a request from committee member Mizrahi.
Nah, don't worry about it. We're getting bored anyway. It'll be a nice change of pace, right? That's right.
It's unofficial, but we have information that an Ormus fleet is headed there as well.
Either there's something there that Ormus needs, or maybe...
Just because we don't know what it is, doesn't mean they don't.
Either way, if we make direct contact, we're sure to find out something, right?
I envy your attitude,
That sounds like it'd be a very big volcano or a very small continent. I'm not sure which.
but I wish you'd think a little more about my position.
Oh well, that's the little master for you.
The matter is surrounded by sensitive political issues. If I could, I'd go with you. But I can't leave 5th Jerusalem for a while. Take care of the place while I'm
I wonder
gone.
if somewhere in the lore tome of this is like a list of all
If
the
he gives you any
Jerusalems.
trouble, don't hesitate to scold him.
You got it.
Understood.
Like he really envies me. He's dumped all the hard stuff on us.
Junior, you wouldn't last 10 seconds trying to do politics. You would immediately either assassinate someone or get assassinated. Let's be
I'm
real.
gonna make him write all the reports when this is done.
Ha.
Little master, are you really gonna be okay with just the Elsa? Wouldn't it be a good idea for us to go too? Don't worry. It's just gonna be a reconnaissance, so Elsa's small size is better suited.
I'm not even sure the logic works there in
Just
space,
keep randomly
Junior.
back for support. Anyway, we've got ESs. There's nothing to worry about.
So, it is a trope of space opera fiction generally to have like Second Jerusalem or New Jerusalem or whatever. Like I know several like space opera novels that have specifically got a Second Jerusalem. And I guess the idea here was just to go more on that concept.
But large-scale Gnosis appearances have
Given
been
how
detected,
much
and that please take appropriate
like
caution.
I know. We're almost there. I'll contact
Jewish imagery there is filtering into this game. Anyway,
Margulis, I've put Richard and Herman in charge of dealing with the Federation fleet moving towards Renlu Chateau.
They seem to be highly compatible with
yeah,
vessels
here we
of
go.
anima.
Now we start talking about vessels of anima.
The Federation will be unable to offer any real resistance against ES craft. This should keep them quiet for a while.
I'm glad Pellegri's still around.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sentimental after returning to our homeland?
Pellegrini, what do you see before you? Mictum, the mummified world that spreads before our eyes. This is what is left of the birthplace of Ormus.
Ah.
All destroyed 18 years ago. By Federation barbarians who foolishly unleashed the Zohar.
Yes, it is our homeland, wiped from the records.
I had a thing I was going to say, and it's completely gone.
In order to cover up the Federation's mistakes.
But why are we here
Jumping
now?
off from the space opera stuff.
What lies
Oh, that's
in
right.
this world
It wasn't actually that. It was about Gnosticism,
goal to return to Lost
which came up
Jerusalem?
on the fucking Homestuck podcast in the most recent episode.
Everything is the will of Lord Heinlein. He has stated that this
Is it
world
because a
will
lot
not
of space opera,
be
space fantasy were written by Midwest Protestants? It probably, or certainly by like various forms of American Protestantism.
then it must mean that it will.
And Gene Wolfe definitely came out with some quite different stuff to what I have in mind.
Already Rennes Chateau has
I don't actually know. So the big one I'm thinking of,
The whole land
who
of
definitely
Rennes
is the purest expression of that tendency is Dan Simmons.
Our cradle, which once
I had a real
existed
big
in
Dan
Lost
Simmons
Jerusalem,
phase in my late teens.
where our blessed
And
saint
reappearance of the tomb.
he might be the most delirious space opera writer of that period. Like the 90s, kind of early noughties. There's some wild shit in those books, but also he became a massive Islamophobe.
A Kukai Foundation vessel is approaching. It appears to be a Lohengrin-class freighter.
Helmer's dog.
That's a really good Margulis face. That's an incredibly good Margulis face. You can tell they'd worked on the facial expression engine. I like this kind of high detail visual novel approach to the dialogue rather than having facial animations and lots of like detailed rigging as a labor saving device. Oh my fucking god, you bitch. Dan Simmons, actually, so I was already on the path to being an analytic philosopher when I first read Dan Simmons. But
This thing is pretty big.
Dan Simmons, my
like
main
an
vet to
asteroid
Dan
in the
Simmons is that
equation.
I got really into Kierkegaard,
70 kilometers in
who
diameter.
certainly isn't going to help
Unable
you
to
become an
determine
analytic
mass due to
philosopher.
abnormal gravitational fields.
Still, these values seem to be rather unusual. I didn't think anything this size could cause such a gravitational disturbance.
Gravity roughly 1 g around the object. But that seems rather strange.
But
Wait, what is this?
Whoa! Looks like a large portion of land from somewhere.
When I went to New York, basically what happened, I went to New York when I was 17 on a school trip. And one thing we did was we went into a
Multiple unidentified craft
must have been a
are
Barnes and
approaching.
Noble, I guess. It was the big Waterstones equivalent
Is that Ormus?
bookshop over there, isn't it? And I was not prepared for the... Oh fuck, it's those models! That model, Ormus mech, was causing me absolute misery in the last dungeons of Xenosaga 2. But we went into this big New York Barnes & Noble. It might have been on Broadway, actually.
No way in hell. We don't get any hazard pay.
And I was not prepared for the size of the sci-fi and fantasy sections in American bookstores. It was fucking heaven. They had everything. And I saw on the shelf Hyperion and like, oh, we're getting bait combat. Fun, fun, fun. Say what you like about that book. It has fucking incredible blurb. How to attack during ES battle. Set the attack command. Display the equipped weapons. When you set the weapon with which to attack, the energy value will be consumed. Huh. So I think I'd read Ender's Game by the time I read Hyperion. Might be misremembering. Huh, so it looks like I get a full recharge every turn. It's difficult to judge tactics from this. For a while, my copies of Ender's Game and Speaker of the Dead were part of my monitor stand, which is probably the most use that those books provide. But I took them to a charity shop.
How's the Elsa? It's safe. It's gathering data at coordinates KZ255, Y725.
Momo's outfit in this is really cute.
Momo and Jin, you go guard the Elsa.
Right.
Roger.
Junior, enemy reinforcements.
They don't know when to give up. How many are there this time?
Just one. And it's after the Elsa.
You're on the way. What? Be gone! Well, well. Your inexperience is beginning to show.
Who is that?
Is that a new model? Momo, stay back! I'll take him down. What?
Yeah, like, looking back on it, Ender's Game really is just like...
Yes. It's agility.
Is it Mogulus? Okay. I mean, Ender's Game is just
Swordsmanship.
Atlas Shrugged for people one economic bracket lower on the scale.
I thought that was you, Colonel. This location must mean a great deal, due to the fact that you've come all this way here to join us.
And what if it does?
What's a good
It's
space
not
opera,
a
Mohop?
you can handle, and you'll never understand its meaning. I'm going to send you and your ESs right to your grave.
Anima Awakening, special attacks. Okay. Vessels of Anima, releasing the power of the vessels. Anima Awakening, an attack hits the gauge at the bottom right of the screen, fills, when it reaches 100. Anima level increases by 1. Anima in the command menu once the level has been attained. So you perform Anima Awakening based on the current Anima level. Energy consumed when attacking is reduced, and you can use a special attack. Okay. Interesting. I haven't read the novelizations of any of the new Star Wars films. I still got my copy of the novelizations of the original trilogy. I actually liked Revenge of the Sith. It's FF9 trance, except that I can control when I go into it. So at the moment there isn't any reason so that to choose between weapons in terms of energy consumption. So they've got I'm assuming is accuracy. I don't know what hit and team are though. Hit might be the number of times it hits. Yes, okay, so that's the number of times it hits. What the fuck is team? Nice. Enjoy your succulent Jamaican meal.
Let's see how far my blades will go against you.
Owie. Yeah, I'm assuming that's the case one way or another. Ah, so there is a recover a small amount of HP command. Interesting. Okay, so the Zebulon has Anima. Cool. Let's see how much this actually heals for. It's not too bad. Bonk. Does that say moon or moan? I actually kind of can't tell. Still not enough, even with the reduced cost. Oh, that wasn't bad though.
Don't make me laugh. Is that the extent of your power?
Right, so what happened there was he got 2 attacks, basically. Oh, I should have maybe popped in a heal. So his boost is giving him extra actions. That's still not. Damn. That's pretty beefy. See what this does. That blade does not look like it's made of iron. We got a bonus! Hooray! Oh, Ziggy acquired heat. That's the aggro mechanic. That's useful.
Colonel, what is Ormus so concerned about? What lies asleep in this place?
I have nothing else to say to you. You should be ashamed of your ignorance. Now it's time for you to die.
That sounds real good.
What's this?
What? Momo.
I did not have anything particularly exciting for dinner.
An anomaly has manifested around the landmass. Imaginary number values increasing. The phenomenon's surface is rotating in reverse phase.
Jin, you have to get out of here now.
I hope the burritos are good.
You won't get away from me that easily, Uzuki.
Ramming speed!
Not interfere!
Captain!
Hurry! You must escape!
They headed for the Holy Land. How dare they?
Let them go, Margulis.
But Your Eminence, how can you say that? The blessed saint sleeps in that land.
She is already
Good ass
in our
little
possession.
ass. Nice.
Even if they were able to reach the place, there would be nothing for them to find there.
What was that? Don't tell me you have already acted.
Yes. I have a new task for you.
So I'm assuming that that is the voice of Heinlein. Also, like, it's still really funny to me that fucking Robert Heinlein is the ultimate villain of this stupid series.
Uzuki, unfortunately, we'll have to settle this later. In the meantime, I want you to concentrate on saving your friends. You have got to think of something to help them out at this point. That is, if there is a way to help save their poor souls.
Right, so the Elsa is stranded on the fragment of lost Jerusalem. Fucking Francis Bacon. No, wasn't it somebody else Bacon? It wasn't Francis Bacon, it was
That border surface is nasty.
Tony! This ain't happening. This ain't happening. Damn it, the logical drive is shot. We don't have any power.
Shadow Hearts was a lot.
It won't hold. We're gonna crash. Brace
Okay, well played, doll. What if the controversy over Shakespeare's authorship was concocted, was that Shakespeare invented Francis Bacon to pretend to be the author of Shakespeare's plays?
We're on it. Wait a sec.
Hey, Byron was a dude.
How are we? Did you...
IFF lost. Unable to...
Were they shot down?
No way. Besides, we didn't detect any explosions.
That's what I thought. Yes, it wasn't Francis Bacon, the famous 17th century. See, mostly what I know about Francis Bacon is to do with him being an agriculturalist. But he was also like an explorer and shit, I think.
Regardless of what happened, we won't be able to learn any more from here. Let's hurry to Little Master's location.
Yeah. Hear that, Little Master?
Yeah, gotcha. Please hurry.
To be fair, like, he was a dude, but also he would make a great JRPG boss, yes.
I'm afraid the Rubin sensors won't be able to show us anymore. We'll have to wait for the Durandal's arrival.
Damn it! Just be okay, guys.
Save the game.
End of chapter 1? Question mark? Dang. 2 chapters of a JRPG. In one sitting. And we're back on the beach. It really is a good-ass JPEG. We're probably lucky that the era of epic bacon memes mostly played out during a period where Shadow Hearts was fairly inaccessible. Because the meme sphere around that would have been horrific. I guess meme spheres were slower and less integrated back then.
1 year has now passed since the battle in Old Miltian space. Ever since the Zohar was swallowed up by the giant Gnosis, the Gnosis phenomenon has increased in frequency, and the people are now constantly exposed to its threat. Yet, despite the large number of star systems that have been destroyed by the Gnosis, people continue to resist, refusing to cooperate with each other, and engaging in one pointless conflict after another.
So there it means not resist the Gnosis, it means resist each other.
Full of questions. I wanted to know more about the immigrant fleet, the organization that was behind the Miltian conflict, as well as the words that were spoken by the Patriarch Sergius. He said that the Ormus are the rightful possessors of the Zohar. So I began to investigate. I wanted to know
my
more
bum's
about
going to
the
sleep again.
Miltian conflict and the Zohar on my own. 6 months ago, I encountered a group of people called Scientia. I was able to obtain their aid as I found myself becoming more and more involved.
You know, Penny Arcade. The problem with Penny Arcade is that, like,
it turned out to be a Zohar control program.
the jokes were too niche,
during the Lost Jerusalem era.
and the company, the community too big.
Continued to wander the UMN as a mental entity in search of a being.
It's an obscure JRPG. Of course, there were Penny Arcade comics of it. They made like 3 to 5 comics a week for decades.
That has appeared before me countless times. The existence of an organization controlling Grimlock from the shadows came to light.
For the days when arcades really did cost a penny.
This department,
Actually, no, they were bad times for lots of other reasons.
industry had been wiped from the records. But there was no
Vector's
doubt
STAD
it
department.
had been created by the organization I worked for. Vector also had contact with the UTIC organization, and the UTIC organization was connected with Ormus. But the evidence was concealed.
This is such a weird sequence. Like, I get what they're doing. The music matches the action, and the narrative matches the action too. But the music and the action and the narration really doesn't.
When I saw the name Suo Uzuki, I felt nothing. No surprise, no sadness, and no anger. To be honest, I felt nothing at all. Somewhere in my heart, I think that
Hooray for dissociating genius girls. Deeply relatable. Dissociating genius lesbians.
inevitable had finally come to pass.
The Xenokids homage.
I decided to quit my job at Vector. The friends I made there, and Cosmos.
Did America ever have halfpenies?
were the
Obviously,
only
they were a
ones
thing
I
in
had
the
to
UK for a long time.
But I couldn't stand being there any longer. Maybe I did it to atone for all of the victims. Maybe it was to strike back at my late father, and abandon my mother. No, it wasn't for either of those reasons.
It was probably that
It was probably that I don't finish my sentences. Is this a space elevator? Of course it is. Fucking Penny Arcade.
Let's see. I'm supposed to meet him at the hotel. There's still some time. I think I'll look around the city.
So, as we approach people, they will be saying things, and then we can press the square button to actually see what they have to say. Or to see, like, to start a dialogue with them. That's not a button. Wait. Oh, there's... I wish the camera didn't tilt quite like that. Because there's definitely something down there. Those wings are really cute. I want holographic glow bug wings. Wish there was some way to fast forward this. I don't know if you've got anything useful to say. I guess that's it. Nope, no. Optimism. That's some view. There we go. Ah, so they really are just building a new version of Proto Macabre. Oh man. So Alan reserved us an extra special I like that the orbital elevator isn't running on a schedule, it works like a regular elevator. That's definitely a thing that makes sense. Although maybe the idea is that there are multiple elevators in that shaft.
Where am I?
What have we got?
What? Get away. Stop. Stay back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I really want to like Shadow Hearts. I really do. But they don't often make it hard sometimes.
Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Don't touch me.
Going and having a bad time in the brain places.
Don't talk to me. I refuse to acknowledge you. Stop talking to me. Stop it. I won't do what you want. Who do?
Uh-oh.
Yuriev? Dr. Yuriev.
So Yuriev
Something wrong?
has ways of invading Negredo's mind.
I'm I'm just having some trouble getting along with my son. I'm fine. Please continue.
Yes, sir. Currently, the operational experiments are underway in the research ward. And the doctor wishes to give you a report.
I see. Accompany me, Citri.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if they don't do something about how Shadow Hearts is with the new one, I really don't want to see what the discourse is like. These spaces are so detailed. Oh, is this the glasses guy? This is the glasses guy.
So, you finally
Who looks like he's in... Isn't there a Deus Ex character who looks like this?
I see you're as unfriendly as ever, Sellers. I don't have much time. Just tell me the results. You're as bad as Margulis. You commanders are so inflexible. Anyway, the startup experiment has already succeeded. The problem is, what?
Really? Good grief.
Look at these values.
The pulse from the temporal lobe is unstable. Perhaps there's a problem in the link with the pilot.
Oh, it's the protagonist, okay.
This is based on the prototype.
I knew I'd seen a face like it somewhere.
It was originally calibrated for an Ormus priest, so these results are unsurprising. Same as the power supply. It was designed.
Who's the voice actor for Sellers? What else has he done?
Currently, we're operating it using the spare emulator unit I constructed. But because of it, the output is unstable, and the link with the pilot is... Are you saying it won't run? Exactly the opposite. It generates too much power, and we're unable to stop it. Federation's technicians are no fools, but Ormus is much more experienced in regards to this. If we at least had Vector participating...
What's Steve Blum known for? Okay, somebody let me in on the joke here. You know I never know the significance of any voice actor ever.
Why did you remove them from the project? The Lamageton incident. I'm sure you're aware they were involved in it.
Ah, okay.
I don't know what he's scheming, but I can't allow him to gain top-secret information. What about the alternative you're using in place of Cosmos? Have you determined its origin? It may be another Vector plot. I have people working on that now. Even if it was, it's still just an...
It's really impressive how different the evil voices are that are being mustered here between Dimitri and Sellers.
Now, give me an update on the Macabre. No visible problems with that thing. We've already completed the final calibration, thanks to the Y data you brought. Did I hurt your pride? Take that how you like, but I hope you appreciate my work.
Just two guys trying to out-sinister ham each other. But Gamnon? Holy shit!
It would almost have been faster to build it from scratch. Of course, with the core in this condition, I can't guarantee its safety. There's not much time left before the demonstration. I trust you'll have it ready by then. Of course. By the way, have you found an opponent? You're going to need something impressive to fight this thing.
Don't worry. That's already been arranged.
Oh. It's the perfect opponent to silence the fools that support Vector.
The fucking face that Dimitri's putting there. Oh, there's a distinct British tone to all of this. After all, we do have the best villain voices. That's the Cosmos Pod.
Big news! Hey, where's the new chief?
If you're looking for Chief Ridgely, he went out to the city.
Chief Ridgely.
He said he was meeting someone.
A meeting? Oh, he must have gone to see Chief Uzuki.
Uh,
What does he think he's doing at a time like this? He should just tell her he's in love with her.
I am not a villain, but I can do some of the accents.
By Uzuki, you mean Shion Uzuki, the former chief? She took responsibility for the Gnosis.
Why does the Vector researcher here look like Andrew Hussey? This is just giving me massive Andrew Hussey from Homestuck vibes. Something about the shape of the hair and the skin tone.
What? If she were, he would be delirious. But reality is harsh.
So, what's the big news? Did something happen?
Oh, yeah. Cosmos is going to be the opponent for the new weapon in the demonstration.
She's gonna get shredded.
Yeah, that crazy thing. I guess they want to acquire real-world combat data along with the activation test.
Holy shit, Morty. Like, you're not wrong. I see it. But also, holy shit.
But they've sure got a lot of confidence to pick Cosmos as the opponent.
Yeah, they may have removed her from the project, but she's still ready for combat. Do they think they can win over support if it defeats Cosmos?
Yeah, I hear there's a lot of Vector-friendly Parliament members in the government. It's probably a move to take some wind out of that faction.
I mean, Andrew Hussey 2022 is a very, very different creature from Andrew Hussey, the character in Homestuck.
They'll learn not to mess with the Princess of First Division. We're gonna...
So Cosmos is the Princess of First Division, and Shion is the Flower. Okay.
What the hell is the new chief doing at a time like this?
Also, it's very funny that Alan's been in charge for 6 months and they're still calling him the new chief. Okay, we've reached the bottom of the elevator. Oh, that is unfortunate flickering. What's this? I'm pressing circle. Welcome to the Federation Capital Planet, 5th Jerusalem. Development of the integrated weapons system Macabre is currently taking place on this project. The Xenosaga project. Great undertaking along the entire star class. When the is completed, we no longer need to fear the Gnosis threat. To help our citizens, I'll tell you this. Constructed showroom, first business district, blah 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 blah. Lovely. Sorry about the flickering. I will try to sort it for next time. Lexi, please remind me to try to sort it for next time. Oh, there are 396 elevators. Okay. What are we going to do? Come from the country, get a job at the facility that's near the coast. They turn us away because they don't have an appointment. By the way, what do they mean by appointment? Ah, so that's just a joke about country bumpkins. Oh God. there's a game. I've already spoken to you. Anything else? No, let's go. Go south when you get off the orbital elevator. It's the tallest building in the first business district. Okay. So is this south? Maybe. First business district. It is. That's nearly illegible. How are we doing on time? I think I might wrap it up there for now. This has been fun. But I don't think I need to crunch too hard. To make it through the rest of this game by the end of the year. So just see if I can find someone to raid. Not really. Unless anybody knows of anybody who's live that we could raid. Yeah, Monolith's visual design is amazing. And it always has been. Like, even I remember us talking about some of the areas in Xenogears looking really, really good. But yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for chats. I'm doing Minecraft tomorrow because now I have cats, so I can build creeper farms. So we can have all the explosives, and then I can make large holes in things to build other kinds of farm in that need lots of space and no caves. So thanks for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. May those who oppress you learn shame. Good night.